Marlon Brando abused an actress on camera. The scene induced nightmares on anyone who saw it. It was not on her contract, but the director wanted to satisfy desires.
I wanted Maria to feel, not to act, the rage and the humiliation.
Do you regret the fact that you have shot the scene like you did?
Not knowing the irreparable damage he would cause her. Bernardo Bertolucci wanted to do something new and called Brando for a discreet meeting to discuss the script for The Last Tango in Paris and unleashed an inner beast. The script had a hated scene.
It was in the script that he had to
where his character had to perform a crime with the character played by Maria Schneider, who would live the torture on real life. Bertolucci was not satisfied. He claimed he wanted something more authentic, a moment everyone would remember. So they made horrible decision. And when filming began, Marlon started the crime, but without acting. He pushed her to the ground, holding onto her arms to prevent her from getting away, and took advantage of her body, and he traumatized her for life. Once he ended, Maria ran to her dressing room while Bertolucci congratulated Marlon. The scene came out just as they imagined. But they had to sacrifice something in exchange, as they committed the greatest sin.
I think that she hated me and also Marlon because we didn't tell her.
All her reactions were real. The abuse went over the screen. The victim was not her character, but Maria herself, and she would have to confess the truth. Years passed after the release of the movie. Bertolucci became a famous director. Meanwhile, Brando became a legend. But Maria was the one to be condemned. The actress sank into a deep depression and started using illegal substances. She even tried to end her life in many occasions. She didn't feel safe in her own skin, because that was her first time. In 2011, she passed away from cancer, and soon after, Bertolucci appeared on TV. He was interviewed to express his thoughts for torturing her and the real reason behind it.
And I was incredibly sad. After the movie, we really didn't see each other because she was hating me.
He said he never saw her again. To try to fix her issue. So the host made him a question. Why did he do it?
I didn't want Maria to act her humiliation, her rage. I wanted Maria to feel.
He admitted it was all an artistic decision to pull the best performance ever.
Then she hated me for all life.
But another question was still unanswered, that he would have to reply on camera. He accepted. It was a disgusting scene because of the resources they used.
There was that detail of the butter used as a lubricant.
But it wasn't enough. He had to confess how he felt about it. He claimed it was his way of working.
You have to be completely free.
But people doubted his words until it was time to get serious.
Do you regret the fact that you have shot the scene like you did?
Silence took over the recording set. Bertolucci remembered each second and gave a reply no one expected.
No, but I feel guilty. I feel guilty, but I do not regret.
He didn't hesitate to say it live. He thought the film was perfect the way it was, including such an embarrassing scene. In that moment, he didn't care. He ignored her feelings and autonomy and betrayed both their trust. And then regretted it when he lost her.
And I still feel very guilty for that.
Brando was also responsible for that terrible moment. Not because he didn't oppose the film, but because he agreed to the plan. Maria lived the rest of her life in humiliation, seeing how Brando and Bertolucci triumphed while she suffered her personal nightmare.